Danielle Washburn, Digital Innovation Leader in JCPS IT3 Innovation Branch.
And I am Julie Maxfield from the IT Integration Department, and I'm a professional customer care.
And we are going to talk with you about Mac tips and tricks. So what you can do on your MacBook. So first, let's talk about some gestures that you can use on your MacBook. So 3 fingers, if you use 3 fingers scrolling up, that shows you what apps are open. So 3 fingers scrolling up. 3 fingers left and right. You can switch between the apps that you have open. So 3 fingers left and right. Scrolling direction. So if I want to scroll up and down the page, I can do 2 fingers scrolling up and down. The next tip that we have for you is switching between 2 pages. So let's say I open up another tab. I go to Google. Let's say I want to go to the JCPS homepage. And now let's say I want to go back to Google. So if I 2 fingers scroll left, it will take me back to Google in the same direction. And you can see that the arrows pop up as well. The next tip is zooming in and zooming out. If you use 2 fingers, pinch in and pinch out, that will help you zoom in and zoom out. Let me show you where those tips are on your MacBook. So if you go to, let me close this out. If you go to System Preferences, click on Trackpad. This will show you and give you more tips on what you can use with your trackpad. So scrolling up, scrolling down, zooming in, zooming out. Smart Zoom, which is helpful, is just a double tap, and you can also rotate. There are even more gestures. So Mission Control, again, swiping up with 3 fingers, showing the desktop, and then swiping between the full screen apps. So those are all great tips that you can use on your MacBook. The next thing is using stats on our desktop. So as you can see right now, let me scroll over to my desktop. My desktop, there are a lot of different things on my desktop right now. It's looking a little discombobulated. So if I want to right click on your MacBook is 2 fingers. So right click and select Use Stats. Voila! Look, that is a much cleaner look of my desktop. So it will automatically put it in those folders. So screenshots, documents. I have my Google Drive. I have my picture folders, and I also have my documents that live on my MacBook. The other tip that we have is sometimes that we need to force quit an application because it's not acting properly. And how to force quit an application, you will click on Option, Command, Escape. This will bring up a menu of what applications you can force quit. So if I need to, let's say Microsoft Excel, for whatever reason is not behaving properly, I can select Microsoft Excel and click on Force Quit. It will ask if I really want to force quit it, and I do. And now it is shut down. All right. The next great tip is sometimes that we may need to quickly and easily find the MAC address so we can put it on the Wi-Fi. A tip that we have is, did you know that if you hit the option icon, you scroll up to your wireless icon, so option, select the wireless icon, there is the MAC address right there. So my MAC address is F0 and it's Sandra. That is how I can quickly and easily find my MAC address, which is kind of neat. All right. Last desktop tip that we have is putting items on the dock. So what do we mean by the dock? The dock is that bottom bar that you see on your desktop. So sometimes you may want to drag in applications that you want to put on your dock. And this is how you will do it. You will click on the Go menu at the top of the screen. And let me close that out. So we're going to go to Go. We are going to click on Applications. And now it will bring up all of the applications that I have available. Let me close that out. That I have available on my Mac. So if I want, let's say I want the calculator to be placed on my dock. And again, the dock is this bottom row right here. And I use the calculator a lot. I want to quickly, easy access it. So what I would do, I will click on calculator. I will grab it and I will place it on my dock. And now calculator will be on my dock always until I remove it. So again, whatever you use the most, that is what I suggest putting on that dock so you can quickly get to the application. All right. So next, we have additional shortcuts.
To take a screenshot, use Shift and Command for partial shift and Command 3 for full screenshot. And then if you want to do a cut, you use Command X, and that will cut selected items. And a Command C will copy selected items. Command V will paste the contents of the clipboard onto your current document or app. And Command and the space bar show the character view from which you can choose emojis and other symbols like arrows or lines or whatever you want to add to it. On the left-hand side, if you look down, you can see them.
What? You can add to your favorites. What?
Next tip we have is if you want to copy a selected item on your clipboard, you use the Command and then the 4 and the C.
C? Yep, so I copied it.
Okay, and if you want to paste something to your clipboard, it's the Command V.
Now, Command V, paste.
Okay, and the last one is if you want to show the character viewer from which you can choose emojis or any kind of other symbols, you'll use the Control Command and the space bar. And then all of your emojis show up. You can pick and choose arrows, or there's all different choices there. If you just scroll down on that sidebar there, you can see the different choices.
All right.
Okay, and the next one is if you want to select all items, you hit Command A. Okay, and the next one is if you want to find an item in your document or open a find window, you use Command F.
So this will find every single item that you have.
Okay, and the third little tip we have is if you want to open a selected item or open a dialog to select a file to open, it's Command O. And then we have how to print a document is Command P. And that'll print what you have. And then if you want to save the current document, it's Command S.
Awesome.
And a couple more helpful shortcuts we have is to open a new tab, you hit Command T, and that'll open a new tab for you. And then if you want to open tabs that you accidentally closed, it's Command T. Oh, I'm sorry, Command Shift T.
So let's say I accidentally closed that tab, but I really need it. Command Shift T, and it opens that tab. And
the last one we have, it's a split screen. If you left click and hold on that green maximum button, which brings out a drop-down menu in which you would choose to enter the full screen. The window to the left of the screen and the window to the right of the screen.
One, and then tile to the left, and then you can use this tile to the right. Awesome. So those are just a few helpful Mac tips and tricks that we have for you. And we thank you.
Thank you.